Hello there and welcome, and we are officially underway with the quarterfinals of today's qualification event for the finals. We're looking at IncaUna, the mightiest Romanian player ever to exist. We've now called him a counterfeit Devem. That was his chosen nickname. We allowed him to choose a nickname, and that's the one he went with. And he's playing today as the Wehrmacht, but the reason is he's such a great US player. And he's up against somebody that just smashed through von Ivan's forces. Elepern left von Ivan, unfortunately broken upon the fields of Nexus. And it was just some cracking infantry play at the start and some really calm, calculated manoeuvring that just left him in a better position. And he capitalised, so well played to the mighty Swede. IncaUna's been looking really good in the past year. He's made the most ground on the elite out of any other player. That's counting players like Gibber, Elepern, Qualies. He's made the biggest ground up, and he's looking like the strongest contender from the chasing pack. But let's see what Elepern has to say about that. As we'll just now just go over to the player cards and have a look to see how that looks. We'll keep an eye on this little engagement up here. There's their player cards now, just populated. That is IncaUna's real face, according to him. And that's how we've... this has been a long consultation process with the players to figure out how they see themselves as well in terms of their own skill. So you can see that Elepern's considered a little bit trailing behind IncaUna overall in the stat prowess. But in the madness of real World War II simulated Company Heroes 2 battles, it can work out very, very differently. Of course, you can see K-Pen in chat saying, nice map. That's because he's been working with me on the Feymanville rework over the last 2 years, and we think we've got it now. The things that brought it together were walling off this side of the house and putting a big sight blocker there and making this so the northern player can exit this base and push down here a little bit easier. And finally it feels balanced north-south. Recently we also removed the fences here to allow the southern player not to get basically walled in by a farmyard. Meanwhile, let's now focus on the tactics evolving, because we've got conscripts flanking from Elepern in the north. Pioneers come to meet them. MG's just standing and waiting, and got grenadiers covering that flank. I thought it was up there for quite a while, HT. MG repositions. Grenadiers push away the combat engineers, push them into their house. More arrive, so he's going for this northern fuel. He's going to leave himself exposed in the south, and that's why IncaUna is leaving this grenadier as a lone sentinel against the southern flank, and he's been able to push away the conscripts here, so it's been successful. Combat engineers take the mansion in the north for now. Ah, yes, indeed, HT. Right then, combat engineers capping up the southern flank. Elepern's got a vast swathe of territory sectors now. He's looking really strong, it has to be said. Back in the centre, MG repositions. Grenadiers have been hurt a little bit. They can make use of this big flatbed heavy cover truck, don't forget. But Elepern's taken some interesting points now. He's behind heavy cover here and behind this light cover here. Repositioning himself. Have double high munitions. That's that big plus 11. I suppose the Company Heroes 2, they are just munitions points, aren't they? I come from a Co 1 background, and soon to be Co 3. We'll also have this hybrid system of high points, low points, and medium points. Pretty exciting stuff. Friends fighting to rescue territory sectors back. Pioneers push for the fuel. Got more Soldaten advancing here. Going to force away this conscript, no doubt. But Elepern's looking really strong thus far. He's got his heavy cover set up on the victory point. Yeah, he's just looking formidable. The guy waved at me. I heard that. Coming in from Inca. He's battling back now. He takes a position against the directionality of the heavy cover on the victory points. And this will leave him in a prime position to now push for the fuel down here. Indeed it will. Or is he just going to solidify his gains? Cheeky combat engineer planting a mine, gets caught red-handed, and has a tough road home. Very tough road home. MG's going to gun him down. There you go. Bit of light cover, and don't forget we've removed negative cover on this map. The great thing about negative cover was the bonuses for vehicles, but unfortunately it was too penalising for cross-map movement. Another cheeky demo by Elepern. It's been seen by the eagle eyes of Inca. He's only an 18-year-old guy, and for me that means just eagle vision. When you're that young, your just eyes pick up on things quicker than boomer eyesight like me, or middle-aged eyesight like Elepern, because he's in his mid-20s, you know what I mean. Basically in the Come Heroes community. That's what I'm on about. Nice rifle nade though. The tractor eats a little bit of it. Right, MG sets up in the northeast. Combat engineers are thinking about getting back out there. They've just built the Tankovi Battalion Command in this massively bigger base set than it used to be. It now incorporates all of this road because of the way the MG bunkers are positioned, which gives it excellent parity with the south. I've said it on YouTube and I'll say it again. If you guys want the perfect map to have 1v1s with your buddies, I now consider it Feynmanville approach or Amelie Fields. I think those are the two best ones. Exactly, Zebus.
We are losing supplies for the enemy.
A bit of a mine waiting for this grenadier after he finishes capping. That's going to be a tough task. Go and cap a territory sector and then explode. Well, Crossroads gives the most epic games. Blazing. I'm going to call you Blazing, it looks like a B. I hate when people replace letters with numbers though.
Our superiors have given us 120
always confusing. Elepern going again for guard motion coordination tactics. If you missed the Von Ivan series, I talked about how we had used tourney mode to make our first and probably only ever change to the 120mm mortar, and that's what we've made its damage 20% less. So it does 80% of its previous damage, and it now doesn't retreat, it reverses, so you just can't get out of there with that one man pushing it anymore. You have to be a little bit more careful. It's basically a pack howitzer. It performs like the pack howitzer now, which I think was an excellent change. It's a shame we'll never see it in live, and it's a shame we had to make a slight departure from the auto match version of the game, to be honest. But the 120mm mortar was that silly. 70 gets its first kill, forcing away this grenadier for 30 manpowers taken. Pioneers pushed away. Pack pushes up, ready to meet the T-70 head on. Gets that first shot off. And forces the little light tank out of there. 2-2 gets in to get some reconnaissance, but gets a kaput engine because of it. Guards arriving. What is Elepern thinking? No, he's just daring the Pat-40 to take another shot. MG42 sets up. We've had fuel coming in for IncaUna all this while, so he must be doing well in terms of his economy overall, but Elepern similarly has had his fuel for a while too. Gren's pushing into the south. Combat engineers reposition. Again, this sandbag's constructed on the victory point. Takes a while to build them, and they don't last anywhere near as long as they used to. Wish we had this for World Championship tournaments we had in the past, which were just proliferated with sandbag usage. Fuel being taken. Pack destroys the sandbag. Guards have got their DP light machine guns now. They go north to the victory point. This game has a brooding sense of impending doom. I really feel like we're headed for an absolute slobber knocker here. Elepern's been playing really well this week. I think he should be IncaUna's match. We're going to have a cracking best-of-3 series. So go grab a few beers in the interval between games 1 and 2. Because I think we're in for a proper slobber knocker, as Jim Ross, the famous wrestling commentator, used to say. T-70 manoeuvring to the south. Gren's already forced away. Just the impending sense of the T-70 being around the corner. was more than enough to make them run back to base. LMG Grenadiers emerging with their new equipment. MG42 captures the fuel for the Reich. Will Elepern go for the 120mm mortar yet again? The new, slightly less bullshit mortar version. No, he's going to go for a Zis gun first. He went for it versus Von Ivan, and it was alright. It helped take out the Schwer, but it wasn't exactly launching RNG death bombs anymore. Yeah, he's doing well, Scrooge McKirk. He's definitely doing some work out here on the Fayetteville approach fields of battle. Cheeky 2 manoeuvring into the south. Another cheeky mine coming down. And a sniper out for IncaUna. Told you this guy wants to be in the elite level of play. That's an elite unit of choice for tournament competitors. Often the mid-ranked tourney competitors have like an unspoken rule: we do not go for snipers. They make the game less fun. But IncaUna's not about fun right now. He's got his eye on the prize. He wants, that was it, $1,500 for the winner of this tournament series. They just got supplanted by the 222. Scrooge McKirk. You can often imagine the 25, or the Flamer half track. It's great as a shock unit, but if it fails, ooh, sniper gets some shots in on the guards there. No, yet. It hasn't yet, but it has been uncovered rather. Sorry, but the 222 is just better because it has use all game long. If you keep a 222 alive, the reconnaissance it gives you is amazing. And you can't use the 251 for anything further other than the shock value of the Flamer in the early game. It's still viable, Zany. That's the crazy thing. It never went away. Sniper now with its got some kills in. Exactly, Ronnie Killer. It just has so much utility, not just reconnaissance, but AA responsibilities. Very early on in Common Heroes 2, they removed Reinforce from the Flamer version. But very early on, I'm talking 2014. And ever since then, it's just been glorified shock unit. As you'd expect it to be. Grenz incur more losses, 60 manpower down the drain. Yet again, Elepern's making some really tidy gains here and there. Just adding little by little to his economy and just grinding IncaUna down. But that's why the sniper's meant to come back in. The sniper's meant to be the leveler. Wonder if Elepern will go with mortar now. I'm so keen to see if the mortars, how much the nerfs have affected it. We'll have to wait and see. Let's check the KD stats. You can see that IncaUna's actually done way better than Elepern in terms of KD. I was not expecting that, and you could tell by what I just previously said. I thought Elepern had got loads of kills. Point cell's always a good graph, showing Elepern's had really good start to this battle. T70 spots the Grenadiers. Doesn't get any kills though. Maybe the conscripts can get a couple. There it does. T70 does the work. IncaUna's now up to battle phase 2. Support armor company should be coming down soon. More Grenz forced off. And a big shot against the 222. T70 thinks about going in, but there's 2 Faust threatening now. A lot of low health units coming back for IncaUna. Pack 40 climbs to Veterancy 1, half of its way to Veterancy 2, gets another shot away. Not sure if it connects or not. Sniper, meanwhile, is only up to 3 kills. I think killing this fuel house is a great choice by Elepern. Really doesn't allow IncaUna to push into the south with the strength he otherwise might have had. Cutting off Samson's locks. A man without an asymmetric garrison has no strength on the field, it would seem. It's constantly having to go north. Three conscript guards infantry build by Elepern. Such a balanced build order with the 2 combat engineers as well. It has everything, but IncaUna similarly classic with his Wehrmacht play. Double pack, 4 Grenz Sniper. Not really gotten the sniper firing thus far. I'm still only with the 3 kills. More LMG Grenadiers now. He's 3 out of 4 upgraded. Back in base, we've just had the construction of the mechanized armor company, and he's already got enough fuel for his first T-34. He should click it immediately, IMO. No point waiting for the 85 because you lose valuable seconds and minutes. So that was around 15 minutes. Ooh, shot by the pack. 15 minutes and 10 seconds. Let's all count how long the gap is and how much more joy he would have had until he gets the fuel for the 85, and just see if AE's right on that one. Ooh, 222's in peril. Guards are gunning him down. That mine detonates, and there's Tawny mode kicking in for you. That would have been an abandon, but he would have killed it anyway. Oh, my bad. So we're still waiting. It was 13 minutes and 10 seconds, or 14 minutes and 10. I've already forgotten. Must have been something like that. What time did I say, guys? Was it 15 and 10? I think it must have been. There's a full minute. It was 50. Thank you, guys. Yeah, cheers. He's getting there now. He's 3 fuel away. It's taking so long. Double packs line up on the T-70. The Grens are getting vision. They're getting these second shots ready, and the first one is all it needs. T-70 down and out. IncaUna gets a valuable scalp there, and here's that 85. It arrived around, started building around 16 minutes and let's say 35 seconds. So that's 1 minute and 25 seconds of tank he didn't have on the field. Could have been applying pressure with. So that's the difference in a competitive game. 1 minute and 25 seconds. Do you go for the 76 or do you wait for the 85? Let's do a vote in chat. I want to hear what your answer is. Because don't forget, you can always wait for the 85 after the 76. This gun was getting a cheeky barrage off, but here the LMG Grenadiers to gun it down.
Death before retreat. T-34 ready for combat.
So, are there any mods? Maybe Zany, could you set up a poll, please? I'm actually really interested to see what people think. I want to see what the populace thinks. If you could set it as a poll. That's slash poll, if you didn't know. He's really trying to get this gun back, but the LMG Grenadiers are still gunning him. And they're going to get it! Can they force away the conscripts? We've also got another LMG Grenadier from the north. T-34-85 arrives, yes, but the Pats can take out the Zis. Ooh, that's bad. Panzer IV's also on the field. And the Zis falls into Wehrmacht hands. The blob of LMG power. Overpowered Elepern in this case. Okay, it's a 2-minute poll. It's up now. I've done it myself. It's just vote 85 or 76. Put yourself in Elepern's positions. I want your thoughts on guard motor core. This is very razor edge meta discussion. Whether if you have the resources for the 76, you go it immediately, or should you wait for the 85. Panzer IV's been more targeted. The sniper's also in peril. Sniper's gonna have to get out of there. He's got 2 possible Faust waiting and double pack 40. This is not a shot blocker. However, the shot bounces or misses barely. Sniper retreats back home. LMG Grenadiers to the rescue. Inca's playing a blinder here. It's not a false choice. It's a very obvious question. Do you wait for an 85 or do you just get straight in with the 76? I actually want to know what people think. Because it's always something... I play guard motion coordination tactics in auto match. The only way I was able to beat tightrope because it's an OP commander. And I always think get 76 personally. Oh no, I don't. It depends how much manpower I've got. If I've got the manpower though, I definitely get the 76. But if I haven't, obviously, then I'll wait for an 85. For me, that's the difference. Well, we'll see, Kay, but it's a very interesting question, isn't it? I want to see what people say. Poll's nearly over, got 30 seconds. back in base. Elepern's still got his tank, so he's still alright, but he's had a few dodgy attacks there. Importantly for him, he is winning the victory point battle. He's had decent fuel control. Sniper, Mr. Sniper to you. He has 14 infantry kills. And he's pushing up yet again, actually. Plays the shaft, shoots a... Wow, everyone says wait for the 85. 86% of you say wait for the 85. Don't bother with the 76. Fair enough. People are saying Katusha next. Not a bad option, guys, but you have to worry about the fuel count of Inca if he goes for a Katusha, because he only has the one Zis gun, don't forget. Now, the tier 4 choice for Soviets in these elite level games is so vitally crucial. I've seen people lose World Championship games based on their tier 4 choice. Very important. And if you think Katusha, I'm not going to argue with you, but it's a really tricky question. But the fact that we're up against 3 AT guns, it's got to be the only option, he goes. Meanwhile, in the north, Grens are forced away by this mighty T-34, but of course there's an AT gun threatening.
The enemy is attempting to steal our
Tricky scenario, isn't it? I mean, IncaUna's got a bit of everything. He's got so much anti-infantry, so much anti-tank. It's got to be a Katusha as the next choice. I completely agree with you. You look at the scenario. He's going to go for another 85. He's going to have to play bloody well with them, I tell you that much, chaps. He's going to have to play his heart out. Right, we've got bunker up in... Was that right? Never. What did he just do? Something just got built. I don't know what it was. Maybe my eyes were seeing things. The sniper gets 17th kill. Pushes up, the lone system awaits. Unfortunately, made redundant for now. Let's go cast through TAC map for a little bit so he doesn't have to use camera controls. Just survey the scenario. Got guards versus grenadiers here. Oh my god! Mine goes off! We just saw it on TAC map! Devastates them! Mine kills the Grens on retreat. I wouldn't have caught that on camera most likely, so TAC map showing the superior presence of mind it gives you. Why so many players rely on it. Not Elepern though, by the way. T-34 pushing in, Pax reversing away. Got to get these shots in, it's vital in these moments. The other one's coming, but he's a little bit late. There goes a snare on the T-34. Got mark target in on the Panzer IV. Can he get another shot off? Yes, he can. It's down and out. The new T-34 arrives. He's trying to decrew the packs. One shot goes off. That's all he needed. So it's tank for tank right now. There we go. We've got an overlay issue. Sorry, guys. Tank for tank right now. Kills the last surviving remnants of the crew. He goes in for more. Been watching through James Bond vision. Sorry, chaps. I don't know what happened there. Get a Faust off. But he's been able to decrew so many of these AT guns. They advance this, smashing rounds over the tree line into the pack here. T-34 is able to get away. So it's a lot of manpower penalty. And he wasn't able to destroy any AT guns. We did see one Gren go down as well. So overall, pretty damn good attack for Elepern, it has to be said. Ooh, big shot from afar there. There you go, Pack 40 taken out! Perfect attack by Elepern. It's all worked so well now. He pulled the trigger. And he's got 3 casualties of Incas. The Pack, the Gren, and the Panzer IV. In turn, he lost the T-34, so really good stuff from him. Well said, Ormond. Random overlay. I don't know what happened. Must have accidentally clicked something.
Target vehicle marking available.
Oh, juicy shot through the hedgerow. Can the Ziscon track his target? Return fire. Yes, it can. Oh, nearly got a second shot. Just about missed.
bastard is dead for sure.
If it was the tac map overlay, so you basically could see within the circle, couldn't you? Okay, that's kind of interesting. I don't think it was completely ruined. Hopefully my camera had the centre of the focus on what we needed to see. Oh, rifle nade. God's grenade go in here. There's that rifle nade, a little bit delayed. Triggered it the first time. Meanwhile, Zis volleying fire into position. Indeed, Elepern's looking well practiced today. He's doing well so far. 2 AT guns remain for Inca. His fuel count now gets to 140. He's got on battle phase 3 as well. That says to me Tiger Tank. Thanks to the subscription, you miring, bra. I don't think anybody's miring my camera work this game. Not been vintage AE, unfortunately. But it has been vintage Elepern so far. He's played a blinder thus far. Conscript has gone down and missed in amongst the fighting. Friends complete the cap just about before being forced away. Double fuel possibly coming in for Inca. He's got LMG Grenadiers to back them up. Elepern must have been planting a lot of mines somewhere because his munitions count's really low. You can see a lot of craters where mines have gone off, but I'm imagining there's been quite a few more. Saying that he has used a lot of marked vehicle this game as well, so that's probably explaining why his vehicle count's quite low. IncaUna may have Stuka close air support soon. 130 munitions and counting. But the bigger thing he's going to have is the Gross Panzer. Panzerkampfwagen 6 Tiger on the field. It's a classic Tiger stall. It's a classic Faymanville gameplay, K-Pen. It is vintage Wehrmacht gameplay. Well, you weren't anticipating. You were all right, by the way, with the Katusha call, but that's if Elepern was playing like a wimp, and he did not play like a wimp. He played aggressively. He got in there and he made something happen, and that's the X factor in Company Heroes. It's aggression. You can either play all the stats and play the averages and the RNG, like the talismans of old, or you can sometimes throw a bit of crazy into the equation, like the Devems and the Von Ivans, etc. And Elepern went straight through the centre. His first T-34 was a little bit fortuitous, but the second one certainly made an excellent assault out of things. T-34. Careful, we must have swept the Talon mine that was there earlier on. I swear there was one. Ooh, Faust into possible crush. It's going to be okay though, there's 2 T-34s in that equation. Snipers forced away, as are both Grenadiers. Meanwhile, in the north, gods are more than a deterrent for this Grenadier squad. They don't even stick around to see if they can win that confrontation. They know they can't, as are the elite. As they are the elite of the Soviet army. Fuel-wise, Elepern's expended his reserves, but Inca's 10 fuel away from something much more powerful than Elepern's fielded. Sandbag and barbed wire combo for Inca. He's just preparing his wall. Sneaky telemine there for Inca. That'll be a flank protector if I've ever seen one. You can imagine that helping him quite considerably. We'll have to keep an eye on that teller. And here it is, the rumble of thunder in the distance. It's the big, fat, heavy panzer of Deutschland, the Tiger tank, the answer to what the Germans saw the Soviets constructing in the late 30s. It was a long construction project to find the perfect heavy tank, and to be honest, it's near enough to the day in Tunisia when the Tiger was first seeing action in the deserts of northern Africa. You here see it storming through western France.
We are losing a sector.
120mm mortar. There's that new damage profile. Hits the Grenadier, doesn't kill it, just heavily damages it.
The territory is
So 20% less damage on the AoE. Should mean we still see it in competitive, but it isn't quite as BS. Well, Solid Matic, he's done well with the T-34s. To be honest, a swarm might be what he's after, but he's going to need indirect as well. So the 120mm should help him. It's got smoke rounds, don't forget. And it's race against time now, because if the Tiger gets to Veteran C3, he's dead. It's that simple. If the army stays alive, the rest of it I mean, and the Tiger gets to Vet 3, you can't win. It's so difficult. So he's got a few options, and he's going to push in already. He's got a marked target unleashed, but the Pact 40 opens up as well. Ziskel wasn't in position, and Tiger just backs away calmly. God's not in the equation anymore. The tree just flew past on camera. Probably going to land somewhere over here. If I'm right, I'm a legend. No, the velocity on it was too much, but it was like a frame, a single frame of a tree flying past my face. Always takes me out of my immersion. Snipers now Vet 3 at 42 infantry kills. Having a cracking game. Little mine goes off there. That's a tripwire flare at that time. Little 30 manpower casualties left, right and centre. Now the T-34 could add to that equation, but the packs, well, one of them's a Ziskin. Get some juicy shots off. Meanwhile, in the north, conscripts push into the position behind the shrubbery. Throw a Molotov on the Grenadiers, forcing them away. And a Katyusha's next for Elepern. Perfect! He's going to answer all these AT guns with some solid indirect fire, with the post-nerf 120mm mortar still proving a valuable asset, and soon to be joined by the Stalin organ. Best tank poll in chat. That's, yep, funny. It says tiger or fish or something else. When I heard that we were going to be fighting tigers, elephants and panthers, I thought we'd be going to Berlin Zoo. One of the more funny lines from the Soviets in the game. I think it's the Soviets anyway. Look at that beautiful destruction as the guards are unceremoniously crushed and then reappear. Can't really crush people on retreat. The T-34's rolling. Don't forget about this Teller mine. Could get triggered here. Needs to be careful, he's on his own Teller. Meanwhile, the Katyusha comes in on the packs. He pushes past there. Here it comes. Teller triggers on the Tiger. I told you I had to be careful. More targets still available. One T-34 goes down, but the Tiger dies a mighty death. Both T-34s die. The AT guns pick them off, but they're shaking their heads right now. That could be seen a mile away coming, but not when you're in the fog of war with all mayhem, chaos unfurling around you. This kind of stuff is very liable to happen. It's a great trade indeed. Tigers are a lot of manpower, a lot of investment. They're actually left with similar fuel reserves and no tanks remaining, but the big difference is Elepern has the indirect fire to really tussle with his opponents. This sniper has a lot of shooting to do to level things off. Right. LMG Grenadiers keeping the north. Victory point wise, Elepern's trailing now. Spin a bloody good game so far. Katusha's nearly ready for its a new salvo. He's going to have another tank as well. If my eyes mistake me, which one is that? Is he just going for 76? I thought it was, yeah. He's going for the 76mm this time. Just to get himself back into the game ASAP. But he's going to be up against 3 AT guns. This time, I think he's going to be trying to... Oh, he's going to volley both Pioneers.
ready for combat.
Or he's going to shotgun volley the Pioneers, but they're too close. He's going to have to get out of there. Inca's really making some solid gains. T-34 joins the fighting. North and side, flamethrower comes to push away the Grenadiers. They evacuate the premises for now. Take refuge trying this heavy cover, not very often seen fighting position. Oh, that tree becomes a javelin! 9 points to Gryffindor. Well played to IncaUna. Thanks, Vector, on the clipping today. You've done a great service to the community. Wish there were more like you. Tushas. Shadows are ominous. Onto the base sector. He's got Grens arriving as well. They're going to escape the salvo, it would appear. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Meanwhile, the sniper's going to be safe. He's very safe. He's packed down, though. And Elepern's just pushing up and taking position. T-34 was able to get a kill on its arrival. Getting a second engineer squad just to keep things, all the plates spinning in this circus act, otherwise known as war. Alright, IncaUna's going to get another Tiger soon, it would have seemed. 180 fuel, 650 manpower and counting. Combat engineers are just chilling for a little bit of time there. Elepern kicks back into gear. Back in the centre, the 120mm only got 2 kills thus far, just proving that it's not exactly the all-defying death cannon of old. Just a bit of a nuisance these days. And that's exactly what you want from mortar. You have to reverse it manually. No more retreat for the mortar in the Master League. Conscripts versus Grens. Rifle nade. He timed it on retreat, but there was no retreat. Bomb engineers forced out of there. Oh, the sniper's celebrating his 52nd infantry kill. Everyone give him a round of applause in chat. Double Pioneers moving into position. Could get on the retreat path of this conscript if he's not careful. New Grenadier coming out. Inca's got to rebuild his forces. He's timing it with the fuel and the manpower. It should be perfectly on time for another Tiger. Elepern, meanwhile, he's only going to have a 76 this time. He needs to join forces with an 85 if he wants any hope of taking out the Tiger again. Retreat. Oh, we had a new poll this time. It's who wins this game, Inca or Elepern. People are saying Inca. 9 people say Inca, only 6 say Elepern. So a little bit of discouraged Elepern fans out there, it would seem. Katusha's ready for another salvo. Is he going to wait for his second tank first, or is he just going to keep clicking away? And he's ready for a Tiger now. Will he click the button? That could be a dead Gren. No, he gets out of there just about. As soon as he can, he does. There it is, the second Tiger of the game. But he's really on the ropes right now. Sniper re-emerges for 55 infantry kills. He's just played it so well. But Elepern's played that little bit better. Right, we're going to go for an 85 next from Elepern. Good decision. Quite have the punching power that he once had though. He's not quite close enough on target yet either, so this Tiger's got a little window now to push forward and reclaim territory for Ziraich. Takes the cut off. There's a demo here. I thought I clicked it. trying to fill the Grenadier's lungs full of smoke. He's at 76. Could have gotten in for a shot, but doesn't fancy it with so many packs about. Friends evacuate the victory point for now. Tiger rolls menacingly in. Prioritising vehicle mode engaged. And the packs get kills as well. No one's going to finish off. And a Faust mistimed, but did help out the situation. Here comes the 85. It's on prioritised vehicle mode and hold fire.
The sector is at risk.
Maybe just one of the two, actually. On the northern side, Grens and comms in a tale as old as time as Inca has recaptured the map. Well played for the Romanian. Grens really low now. T-32 is tracking them. One more shot. Can he get him with machine gun fire even? So close to mortality. Goes into central victory point and keeps it from being taken.
We have fallen to 100 points.
Wow, 100 points remaining for Elepern now. Incas getting a little bit more dominant. What a first game this has been. Meanwhile, Katusha on the base. This might take the bunker out. Certainly to kill this Gren. Next salvo, perhaps. Oh, so close. Bunker is down. T-34 has to be careful. Meanwhile, Tiger makes contact in the north. We got a banana shot from the Ziskum there. Guards have to be careful. One more big shot from the Tiger could really do some damage. Go stationary. Told you they had to be careful. Rifle made on the doorway, but he exits the rear side. Like the
Enemy
poo he is.
forces capturing supply sector.
T-34 coming out for Elepern. He's preparing for an almighty push yet again. He's going to need it. Demo charge, no victory point capture. He just shifts away from the demo. Can't blame him. Just hoping to catch Inca off guard with a demo this game. It's not worked yet. Alright, we're on 61 infantry kills now for the sniper. There's the mortar. That would have been a wipe before, you see. Still a damn good mortar to go, but it's not as disgusting as it once was. Let's only hope that maybe Relic could let us make some changes to the game again one day. So we've got all of these lovely reworked maps, and we've now got a little balance change we know works.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
How cool would that be? Let's write a
We have
petition.
new T-34 standing by.
Mind you, we've got Co3 around the corner. Let's hope that game can be... Oh! This bunker maybe needs to reposition. Maybe we should put it there, K-Pen. Note to selves. Tiger under duress, but he's going to be fine because he's got the loving caress of the Pioneers to look forward to. This Katusha volley could be a good one. There it goes! MG forced away. Sniper's pushing himself into Katusha fire. What's Inca doing? What is Inca doing? He goes through the veil of fire, goes prone, and gets an MLG shot away. Zis barrage coming for him. T-34 pushes in as well. Tiger re-emerges. I tell you, that sniper has to be careful. He's overstaying as well. Meanwhile, in the north, the T-34 and the combat engineers cap the northern victory point. 87 victory points remain for Elepern. Inca's about to dip into double-digit figures for the first time. Good Sis Farley. Where's the MLG's round from the sniper?
We have 100
Oh, couldn't quite get the kill, but the Sis gun nearly does. That would have been classic. So close to killing the sniper. Grens versus T-34. I know who wins that one. In the centre, roaring conscripts go past the MG. Where's the Tiger in all this? Just keep it in the centre, Inca. You need it for the victory point war to come. Oh, he's losing his endurance now. It took him ages to retreat the Gren, and he loses a valuable squad there. His victory points now dip below Elepern's. We've got 84 to 87. Elepern, the mighty Swede, is holding on very well at this point in time. Tiger number 2, not to be confused with the Tiger 2, is not exactly holding the line for the Wehrmacht. IMO needs to sit in this central pocket behind the house, perhaps. Goes forward, Pioneers lead the assault. Ziska now to Veterancy 2. Here come the mighty anti-tank corps. Oh, it's a triple cap. He's really struggling here. We've got Vet 3, conscripts and guards pushing in. T-34 dies, yes. But the bigger picture is he's really struggling to capture victory points. Katyusha volley on the AT guns. That could be bad. Snipers are also under duress. T-34 pushes in. Mark target on the Tiger. He may change targets himself now. He may go for this sniper. Indeed, he does. Oh, fires him over the bunker. He's trying to get the sniper. No, he doesn't. Rens, in fact. All of the AT guns are down. Rushing all of these units. He gets behind the light mechanized, evades the 88mm cannon. He rams the Tiger, but is taken out before he can complete the job. And you hear the Wehrmacht announcer there. We're down to 25 points. Indeed, we are. Or IncaUna is, rather. T-34 pushes in. New Panzer IV arrives. Sniper still somehow alive. 69 kills, Kappa. And counting. 10 points remain. We've got a vital battle in the south. He's going in there. He needs to get in there. Panzer IV goes down. T-34 trundles in. But the bigger story is Elepern takes a famous win. 1-0 to the mighty Swede. GG, well played. It would probably be remiss of me if we didn't have a look at the stats, wouldn't it? So let's do that now. It was a very good game for Elepern. Pretty close KD from a Soviet perspective in the end. Army value-wise, you can see the huge dive IncaUna suffered. Elepern suffered, rather. He worked so hard just to get a foothold there and keep it. Points held, you can see that Elepern was on top for larger periods of time. Unit-wise, there IncaUna's losses there. And we have to transition out of this screen and select Elepern to get to the other one. And there's Elepern, lost 2 conscripts. Tank-wise, they were very expendable and disposable, but in a proper pacing of units, so just GG, well played. I'm going to go on a little break now as I wait for game 2. Cheers. Well, that was unexpected, wasn't it? From a lot of you in chat, from the poll that was taken, and from also my good self, not everyone was expecting Elepern to emerge victorious from that hellacious Game 1.
You got a rifle squad waiting for orders.
Victorious he was, and it's his turn to play the mighty Wehrmacht this time. He's going to be up against the ferocious United States forces of IncaUna. But he's got one or two tricks up his sleeve as well. Let's have a little look at the stats as you can see them here. IncaUna has fantastic... It does that flicker thing, I can't stop it. It has fantastic offensive stats. And as you can see, his nickname is Counterfeit Dev M. And that's because his favourite faction is indeed the mighty United States. Everything's mighty today. Everything seems to be mighty. Welcome to Isildur in chat. I've heard his games are going very quickly indeed, as one could expect. He's the man to beat. And he's the man that's elevated the standard of play in the Company Heroes community, leaving a trail of shock and awe. Only Nagano, Asherblar, formerly Kimbo, and again Love Nest are able to go toe-to-toe with him, it would seem. But we have one or two players that want to be in amongst the very best. Elepern, IncaUna, Quiritz, and Jibba Jabba Jobba. They're doing good work out there on the fields of Automatch, and they're sharpening their play incrementally each and every day. King of Balkan, indeed. Oh, we've got a channel points poll this time in chat. MG repositions.
Waiting for orders.
I don't know, Rifles Ready. You find me something cool we can do. I tell you what. If you get points on my channel, I'll allow you to spam Hansgasm on Helping Hans' channel, because I'm a moderator there, so I'll just look the other way. If you can prove you've got points on my channel. Or maybe I can transfer them to your balance there. Only joking, of course. Right. I'll tell you what, one day when I actually put some things in with the points, you'll have a great day. But these rifles are getting hot, Larry out there. They're looking for an angle. They're evading the MG for now. And there should be 3 of them in total. Where is the third in amongst the fighting? It's in the north. So the line of them is in an Orion's belt over here. No suppression gaming, indeed. Rear Echelon's doing some good back capping. This rifleman's just walking back to base to get his 5th man, and he'll be back yet again. Get the lieutenant will join the fray as well.
Reinforcements in. Welcome to the Death Factory, boys.
We're not doing sound alerts. That is something that is not happening. That's right, Jibber. I've done the scores correctly. Don't be so baffled. He's not that much of an underdog. Just that IncaUna's considered slightly better, that's all.
We have a lieutenant
It's a cracking
reporting in
game
for
one.
duty.
Was indeed Lieutenant joining in. Rear Echelon doing even more backcapping as the rifles bully Elepern off the fuel. And the Grenadiers back to base. Pioneers storming back onto the field. So we've got the 50 calc underway. Nice little wedge of tank trap action. Meaning the Grenadiers may actually lose to a rear echelon here. And lose they will. That's the power of defensive structures for you there. Very powerful.
Enemy forces are securing our
Pioneers come to
territory.
protect it. The rifles are winning out up there. IncaUna's all over Elepern thus far. We could be heading to a deciding ace game at this rate. With the US prowess of Inca. No nades. Tech doesn't want to delay that Stuart any more than he has to. Pioneers possibly about to die. M1 Garant on the move. Accuracy shoots him in the eye. And now he turns his attention on the Grenadiers. Tale of 2 retreats. Meanwhile, in the south, rear echelons don't want to mess around with these Grens.
The enemy is taking our territory.
See where Inca's teching's at. There it is. The mechanised platoon command post is underway. Now this is an easier series to cast. The Von Ivan series fortunately wasn't an easy cast because Elepern was markedly better than as an American foe today, unfortunately for Vom. This is a bit more fair, a little bit more fierce and fun to watch.
What the hell am I missing? A capture point is being overrun. Squad numbers. Well, grab your shit.
They're trying to outflank us. Giving us some trouble here. Target secured. Grenade.
Rifle nade was delivered. Takes out the gunner. He's quickly replaced by one of the crew members. Rear echelon take the house. This is what you can see from the house these days. There's a wedge you can't see, thanks to the trees added by K-Pen and I. And look at this, getting a cheeky bit of barbed wire on the south face. Or the east face, really. What else is happening? Wren's capped the fuel, but they're forced away in turn. Elepern's looking a little bit tired, in my opinion. Some of the stuff he's doing isn't the hallmarks of somebody that's completely on top of his army. Chat, I want complete honesty. Who do you want to win this game? This series? Who do you want to win this series? Who's the most popular player? Let's hear about it. We all like Inca and Elepern. I want you to ask yourself who you want to see win. The lieutenant's pretending he's got a bazooka teching, maybe? No? Everyone loves a bit of Inca, it seems. Poor Elepern. One of the most popular streamers. Money can't buy him love. Riflemen are about to complete the fuel cap. That's dangerous. Fortunately, there's nothing on the retreat path. And retreat.
Scouts are taking one of our points.
They go. 50 cal set up. The Stuarts as well. Prioritised vehicle misses its first shot. A vital first shot missed there on the move from the Stuart. Will he continue this? Looks like he is on the move this time. Can he get the shot? Yes, he can. Rear armor hit. One more to take it down. Machine gun could finish it off. Anything could do the job. But the Faust of the Grens, mighty as ever. Everything's mighty in my cast today. Mighty as ever is enough to keep the 222 alive. There's a Gren on retreat as well. That could be another Faust for his troubles. Crab walking towards it. Now they've changed their mind. Let's check the stats, by the way. Pretty equal KD-ish.
Heavy truck waiting for deployment.
Slow repair speeds on those vanilla pioneers. Grens could do with a med pack, in my opinion, for 10 munitions. Maybe he'll do it. Go on! Go on, Elepern. Use the med pack. Maybe get behind cover, then use the med pack. Just he can't anymore. Oh, that is unfortunate. This guy here, I think he's gonna die. Boom, baby. I'm in the Matrix sometimes. I'm not very good at playing the game, but I can read it very well. I can even tell you which model will die. Because he was slightly out of cover. His elbow was out of cover. Match fixing indeed. Well, to be honest, if you spend as much time analysing and watching high level play, nobody's done it more than me. I can honestly see things before they happen a little bit now and again. Like, I told you that Tala would kill the tiger in the previous game. It's obvious, though, to be fair. But, just enough to be a little bit premonitious. Nice flank coming in from Evil Inca this time. Tell you what, that's a very good flank. Got the Stuart up top. Bazooka threatening the 222 in the south. Where's that anti-tank rifle grenade? Doesn't want it anymore. Nice retreat from Inca. Does not stick around for too long, but still could die. LMG Grenadiers. That's the difference there between some players and other players. He knew when to retreat and still got the kill anyway. Excellent play by Inca. We're heading to the deciding ace game map of the day. Could be Amelie. Let's go check it out, actually. Somebody tell me what the deciding ace game map is. Exclamation mark brackets. Solid Matic. That's funny. We used to make a joke, Dev M. and I, that I was like Emperor Palpatine. I used to like talk with those guys during tournaments, and we would like laugh, saying that I was rigging the tournaments in their favour. I never actually did, but we would pretend that like Aimstrong was Darth Vader, and I was Palpatine. So Aimstrong would come to me and he'd say, "What is your bidding, master?" And I would say,
"You see this man, Von Aston? I want him to be beaten."
"I will make it happen." It was kinky, exactly, it was kinky. Gone are those days, though. I'm a lone soldier now. Got no friends in the high ranks of the community. They all hate me now. Exactly, Lord Servo. You've used your first chat to say what, and that's a good thing to say. There's 3 rifles pushing around the outside. Grens are forced away. 222 is backed out of there. Elepern did rebuild the 222, but he's going to have to rebuild the Grenadier as well, because that thing's dead. I tell you, Inca's been all over him here. And that's why I've started jovially casting somewhat, because it definitely feels like he's stormed ahead in this one. It's a US death ball. Well said, Matic. Another great comment from your good self. Rear echelon died, though. That's a little win. Well, he better win, because I've less than seriously cast some of it. Hate to be seen, made to be seen unprofessional. We've seen a blob. You have to go to team games to see true company of blobs. That's the best thing about 1v1. It does tend to push the players towards spreading out their forces. But now and again, a good blob can be what the doctor ordered. This Stuart has had a good time so far. He's only gotten 2 kills, though. That's a lot of health damage in amongst the madness. Yeah, dog yields. It's been a great game for Inca. He's just so powerful as United States. Seemingly, we've made Favenville much more allied favoured now. It used to be a Wehrmacht map listed in tournaments, so all the changes we've kind of made it a little bit more allied favoured, it would seem. I want to see people getting Wehrmacht wins on this map next. We didn't change anything on the Wehrmacht side, we just made the allied side a bit easier to play with. Made it so you could set support weapons up here a little bit easier, get some flanks off down here, and maybe up here. Apparently that gave them the perfect foothold, because we've seen many allied wins on this new version. Oh, kind of hoping we'd created the perfect tournament map. Still, the jury's out though. Wehrmacht will adapt, they always bloody do. Definitely Christmas kit, and that's why, as I say, team games have a long way to go in becoming competitively viable, because the great thing about 1v1 is that if you blob, you sacrifice. And that's why Kimbo versus Loveness was always an excellent confrontation, because Loveness, the great spreader, versus Kimbo, the great penetrator. It was a fantastic confrontation, because one guy was always going for the jugular, the other guy was always trying to constrict and control. And you know, that's why DevM and Loveness was a great combo. DevM and Isildur, all these great control players versus great aggressive players. Can't free him, unfortunately, because he threatened to punch somebody in real life and attack them. So that was Relic have banned him, and we must honour that ban, unfortunately. Great player, though, and he will be sorely missed. He is sorely missed. We miss his play, not necessarily his multiple bans. Ooh, this could be interesting. Right, okay, double retreat. Neither wanted to see that one pan out. Some people have filthy minds in chat. I don't know what you're on about. Don't be so disgusting, please. This is a PG-13 professional competitive cast stream. Yes, Vector. But also, it was a Master League. I mean, a lot of people ask on YouTube what the story was. It's very kind of obvious story. You have to have zero tolerance, so there has to be lines, and that's unfortunately a line that you should never cross. Never make somebody feel personally, physically threatened. It's not cool. Gaming is never an endeavour that should warrant that kind of talk. the road. Stewart backs into position. Pax getting up there as well. 222 has to be careful. 50 cal fortunately facing the Grenadiers. Pioneers forced away. Riflemen dancing. They want their next target. They can't quite find it. It's only a game where you have to be mad. No one can say it like that Russian hockey player, can they? No one can ever say it quite like him. You have to have a tiny man lost in your throat, like he's trying to escape. There's a British comedian that can do a man trapped in a box voice. You need to be able to do that. I can't remember the comedian's name. Is that his name, Androphyte? How do you know his name? Oh, this could be big. Major artillery forcing him off.
Is attempting to steal our sector.
It's only... Sorry, I want to practice. I'm going to mute myself temporarily.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
I think I've got it. It's only a game. Why you have to be mad? That's the best I can do there. Kind of tried. Oh, he's going to go on the beach. We're all going on a summer holiday. No more worries for a week or two. Meanwhile, the rifles are dying. They're not going on a summer holiday. They're going home in a box. Sherman out, not the easy 8. Chat are remarking, what the hell? Oh, 222 could be the next prey. We've got Lieutenant Bukazuka hit. He's just about alive. 222s keep surviving this game, it would seem. But here comes the Death Blobben. Oh, he's going to have to turn this MG around, but there's Lieutenant waiting. Oh, mass retreat necessitated, apparently. Oh, what that's about. Is that a misclick? Lieutenant's retreated as well. Maybe just going to reassemble for the final push. R&R, guys. Or maybe Kimbo can redeem himself by day trading a fortune and then paying for World Championships tournaments. That would be a good way to redeem himself. Triple cap. Coming in for Inca. This game too has... exactly, Rachel, that'd be even funnier.
We have a new Panzer IV.
Stewart comes in for the 222. Ops Panzer tactician tactically smoking in with a Panzer, but still dies. Ooh, a double jump there for the
Enemy has dealt us a blow.
commander. Elepern's fighting back. He's taking the southern victory points. He's pushing in with the Panzer. He wants this Stewart. As a measure of vengeance, but the rear echelon have the bazooka and they're waiting. Still could have pushed in my opinion. No, he's going to do it now. He's forced the rear echelon off. Here's where the Stewart's at. Sherman. Oh, God, that's a big shot, but he doesn't want another. Pax quite in position. He could have ambushed the Sherman there, in my opinion. No. We only have primary accounts in the Master League, unfortunately. Cameras in the finals tournament, which will be in 4 weeks' time. One more qualification event in 2 weeks. Oh, takes the ambulance out. and pulls down reconnaissance overflight just to make sure his panzer's going to be fine, but the bazookas attack round him, force him off. I tell you what, Elepern's made some good map gains here, but you have to feel that IncaUna is preparing for the final assault. He's also got an EZ-8 Sherman on its way. That's 76mm barrel, very obvious on the unit portrait versus the stub nose of the existing one. Let's drink some coffee.
We are losing a sector.
That's good. MG and everything full stop here. Well, the grenades, rather. I thought the MG might be.
The enemy is attempting to
Stug
steal our
is the
sector.
play, Moscow Morty says. One of the Master League's backers over the years.
The enemy is
76.
taking our territory.
He's the tank of the day. Jumps out for some reason there. Why is he jump? Oh, pop cap abuse, is it? What?
Standing by for
That's
orders.
dead. What happened there?
Enemy
I wasn't even
forces
looking.
are
I didn't even
securing
know
our
what just happened.
territory.
My eyes couldn't process it. Exchanging crews. Nice. He wants the veterancy on the EZ-8. Nice. Never see that, really. This guy is a USF Pro. Rifle nade. It was just a rifle nade. Okay, my eyes are getting a bit tired, I must admit. Right, Grenz looking low there. Sherman pushing in. Zuka's been taken out. That's a rear echelon that dies. Panzer IV pushes through the centre. Whereas the packs and all this, they're currently facing west. Both Shermans reverse into scenario. He can pick up that bazooka quite easily. There he goes. That's a bazooka pioneer now. Shermans attack it though. He's capturing the southern victory point. If he takes the one in the centre, he can finish off the game. This passage of play is vital. MG's in a great position. The Shermans and Stuart think of rolling in. How badly do they want it? They're going to wait. Pontificate a while longer. Let's look and see if there's another ambulance. There isn't. Kills the crew. The husk of the previous one and leaves himself vulnerable to a bit of fire here. No bazookas though anymore, so he's probably going to be fine. And the MG's there. Not before we get a little bit of white phosphorus on the bastard. I'm not swearing. They're all illegitimate children. Born out of wedlock. Very sad. They were left at the doors of... What's the big building in Berlin called? The Reichschancellery. Where did the Soviets raise the flag in Berlin? What's that huge building? The Reichstag! That's it, the Reichstag. The Reichstag. My joke is terribly gone now. Stag, that's it. That's what you get. Right, Sherman eats some shots from the pack. Grenz push in. One of them's got the AR. Tell you what, that Panzer IV has to be careful. No M1s are coming out. And phosphorus was used, you can tell, because all 5 of these riflemen have less health than my big toe. There's some action. Panzer IV doing some reconnaissance. EZ-8 hits him though. I told you he has to be careful. EZ-8 packs a punch. That's one dead Panzer. Oh dear, Elepern. Hope you're gonna not do mistakes like that in game 3, which is surely coming. Tell you what, he's still fighting though. He's going for the southern victory point. Pack 40's pushed up.
Ready for assignment. Enemy
And
forces
the
are
EZ-8's going
securing
to
our
repair
territory.
itself in the north. Grenz and Pioneers went out in the south. 2 MGs. Good position, stopping the brave medics from capturing the victory point, it would seem. They suffer a pin. What a good game this has been. Surprisingly, after that amazing start by IncaUna, Elepern is really solidifying his control now. He's got only 17 victory points though. He can't afford a single error, and he has to dwindle IncaUna down. Otherwise, IncaUna's going to have choice in that deciding ace game. Well, it's very biased in auto match, but we've made massive changes to it for the Master League, making it so you can flank out of here. Loads of changes. Just go and play it, and we've had loads more allied wins than usual in this tournament on this map, so that's a big show that what we did worked. Target weak point in on the Sherman, 50 cal, and rifleman pushing through the centre. There too now on the Easy 8. With 2 vehicles destroyed. Before going in for the Sherman. One more shot required. Needs to go stationary. Doesn't need to. And kills the Sherman that would have been abandoned if it wasn't for tournament mode.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Tell you what, Elepern's having a good time of things at the moment, but don't forget he cannot afford to mess up once. We've got a Pioneer goes down in the north. He can pick that flamethrower up perhaps with the Grenadiers, make it an urban assault Grenadier. That would be cool. But he's probably otherwise focused at the moment, getting a second Panzer IV out. He's going to put Grens in the watermill house. Don't forget, there's med packs here if somebody wants them. Nobody's taken them yet in the tournament since they were put here. Advances on this Grenadier in the house. Could pick up the flamethrower and burn him out, perhaps. Got a brave infantry squad die. Perhaps in the centre here. Guns in the north holding the line, but the victory points. Oh, and the MG's taken out now. The riflemen crawl forwards and they're now on their feet. Pioneers have to get there. One man goes to the captain's circle. He knows he can't lose another victory point. Bravely fighting. Oh, and here it is, a white phosphorus barrage to reduce all health to 0. Well, 1 health point. Riflemen win out in the north. This is situation critical in the centre. Fortunately, he was able to pin that squad. Meanwhile, that heroic Sherman Easy 8 versus the Panzer IV is an important battle. The other Panzer goes through the centre. That's an M1AT gun that's getting flanked right now. Needs to keep the central victory point in Wehrmacht hands. Pack 40s are missing at the moment. Panzer IV cannot allow the rear echelon to cap. Who's going to get there? Who is going to get there? He uses tactical movement. He's sprinting as fast as he can. He needs to needs to get all these threats out of focus. Meanwhile, IncaUna's got idle units he could make use of. Both players are tired right now. He keeps the point neutral. It's anybody's to take. Grens go for a flank. We've got an MG pushed up here. Captain spurs into action. Stewart watches on as the packs reposition. Suppose anybody's for the taking. Certainly IncaUna's 17 victory points remaining. They also get him into a deciding ace game. Level up the scores after that legendary game 1.
Okay, that was closer than I
Flank coming in from the rifles.
Our opponents are
More Pioneers for Elepern, not happy with his awful repair speeds. Pack and Faust combo finally take out the Stuart. Nice little win there for Elepern. Oh, but we've got a big battle coming out in the south. He needs all eyes here. He needs his Panzer to spur into action. Can he see the danger? He's got a captain coming into the centre. MG there, yes. But he... Grens are going to have to fight hand to hand. Bayonet to bayonet. Panzer IV's going to have to go down south as well. Grens are low. Oh dear, oh dear. And they're dead. They're very dead. This could be the end. Panzer IV forces away the rifles there. Right, neutral victory point, 1 each elsewhere. Rifleman coming into the picture. He's cleared a path for the Pioneers. They're going to get there a little bit quicker with tactical movement engaged. They neutralise the point. Meanwhile, Major's capping in the centre. Sherman Easy 8, the MVP of Inca's army, gets a big shot in, but the pack's perfectly positioned to counter. Panzer IV rockets into action, but there's also an M1AT gun there. Needs to be very careful. Pioneers victorious versus the rifles. That's a rarity, and they needed that kind of luck. Meanwhile, in the north, we've got a very important battle. Vet 3 rifles versus these Grens. Still a flamethrower to pick up if anybody can see it, but it's so difficult amongst the mayhem and chaos of battle. Right, the victory points ticked down a little bit for Elepern there because it was 1 captured in the north and all the others were neutral for a second. Vet 3 rifles are getting bullied away. MG enters the centre, both panzers requiring repairs. Packs repositioning, hoping to catch 1 Sherman off guard, but the Easy 8 itself needs repairs. Meanwhile, it's just a vet. He doesn't even have the hazard removal package. This is going to take ages. He's got a 1-man Pioneer joining the fray. We'll see that at Panzer IV sometime in 2024. Vet 350. Cal does not want to lose that. And won't for now. Right, Elepern's got the victory points back under control, it seems. He's captured the one in the north. He's capturing the one in the south. He's got his support weapons ready to go. What is happening in base? How quickly can he help? Oh, an Ostwind's a great call. But as is an Easy 8, that means all eyes on the double vet packs. How much health does he have on them? He's got good health on the weapons themselves. He's going to dip them in the water to keep them hydrated, like horses. We ate the horses, remember? Captain doesn't fancy it. Sees where the packs are at, though. And the flak panzers on the field. The Ostwind.
Enemy still has 300 points.
Here's another Easy 8, though, to join the first one. That's not good. Grenz and MG in the centre. He's going to shelter behind the house. Refuge for now. What a tense situation. Having a great time out here on Faymanville approaches an oscillating telegraph pole. Bounces against the house and timber falls down. That's what Inca wants to do to Elepern, but Elepern's just not falling. He's hacked away at him for ages, that huge Swedish tree trunk, and he can't cause the collapse of Elepern's army. Maybe this Major could certainly help out. We've got capping in the north with the rifleman. Major's forced away. Where's the Ostwind gone? Ostwind's coming for a flank. That's where he's gone. Double Easy 8, so he's got to be careful. Panzer IV's pushing in. Elepern's getting danger because there's a contingent ready on his flank should his attack fail. What's he got in reserve? There's 2 reserves here. Hammer and Anvil. Panzer IV's exposed his rear to the Easy 8 that was waiting. He wasn't to know. Meanwhile, Ostwind's got into base. Panzer IV has to get out there. Double packs waiting for the Easy 8 should he make one wrong step. We've got a Panzer IV in the centre. Rifles and rear echelons offering a hard front. But look at this Ostwind racking up the kills. 7 and counting. Oh my god, it's an atrocity. It's a war crime. Nuremberg will be calling on that Ostwind after this is all well and over, because that was a fantastic attack by Elepern. He got 12 kills and he's decimated Inca's forces. Meanwhile, the Panzers reversed at the exact right time. The Easy 8s were not able to be effective. The double vet 2 pack 40s were offering a perfect deterrent, and Elepern, with big brain thinking, 5 head in operation, he was able to absolutely strategically checkmate IncaUna there. And he's got a little bit of RNG for his troubles as well. He bounced a shot thanks to that veterancy too on the Panzer IV. What an Ostwind this was. MVP unit, guys. Best unit of the Master League so far. This guy's going to go down in history. We had a Gren wiped as well. Apparently, Pioneers are rebuilding. He just wants to keep his tank armada alive for now. But that's where he's vulnerable. Because, oh, if the tanks die, he dies. Easy 8's pushing in this thing's Vet 3. Brad Pitt on board. Turret traversing. Ostwind in peril. We've also got white phosphorus for the support weapons. Inca's rallying back. He didn't like what just happened. He didn't like it at all. Vet 3 pack tracking. Can't get the kill. Panzer IV watching on in horror as the central victory point is capped. Grens crawl on their bellies for survival. Panzer IV's not going to be alive to see the end of this ferocious battle. Elepern looks spent. Despite the Ostwind's heroics, he can't rescue victory from the clutches of defeat. But what a game he managed to make it. Or can this continue? He's finally picked up the Flammenwerfer. Pioneers die. All eyes on this Pioneer. 9 points remain. Oh dear, oh dear. But he's just lost both panzers. He's out. He's out for the count. He's an absolute hero, though, for making it this far, in all honesty. An absolute hero. Meanwhile, MG in the south. Gren's pushing up through the centre. The last remaining Gren squad. Forced away. Double packs have to get some big kills or it's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, quite frankly. But he's making a spectacle of it all, isn't he? And that's what we like to see.
The machine and gewehr team is awaiting orders.
Lucky for the Vermush. Well said, cool nerd name. Good meme. And now we wait. Northern victory point capped. It's a bit of an anticlimax, but don't forget, we've got Game 3 coming. What a series this has been. I just wish my camera works wasn't so dodgy in Game 1. I've been more on form in Game 2, but no one on YouTube's going to get to see it. They only ever watch Game 1s. First chat from Yag to Mickey's. Good name for a Company Heroes fan. Pack 40s are going to die now. Sherman's push in. Incendiary rounds used in vain. 4 victory points ticking down. He's still fighting bravely though. Will he finally admit defeat or will he let the victory points tick down? He's capped the point.
The enemy has killed a
The
machine
bleed
gun.
is on for Inca. And a Stug. Stug will surely save us. Steiner Stug.
We have lost an MG team. The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
There we go. Elepern surrenders. He finally calls it quits. But what a battle that was. Let's quickly check the stats. The tail of the tape, as it was just a brutal killing match, wasn't it? It was all over the place. And you may see that 1929 hit, and Elepern just went flying past the window of the skyscraper there. Points held shows the contention. Units. Oh, he lost everything in the end. But it was certainly a fantastic game. GG. Well played. see chat. Two-man grenadier to Major Von. Two-man grenadier to Major Von. Please requesting the chance to retreat. One-man grenadier to Major Von. One-man grenadier to Major Von. We're about to die. May God's love be with you. Two-man gren to Vage. Yeah, would make sense. Thanks for the helpful criticism. It's meant to be funny anyway. What's up? I have same Crossroads, obviously. Oh god, I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. The top one. I'll make a lobby. Jesus Christ, I've got to go make a lobby. I want to make an album of Company of Heroes song parodies. Stormless still owes us one from 2017, which was Careless Whisper, but as Brits. He was going to go into a studio to make it. I can't make this up. Right, let me go into this lobby and make sure the map's right for the players, because for some reason there's been a server error on Relic's side, meaning there's two versions of Crossroads ML now. The only way to fix it is to follow the guide in the thingy, but... So, there's that one. And, oh my god, there really is two versions. That's painful. I think it's the top one, if I remember correctly, but I'm just gonna make sure of it. Yeah, there's loads of good parodies you can make. Just waiting for the map to load. I want to make sure it's the right one, but it's so annoying that there's two versions. It's really annoying. I think it's... Oh my god. I can't tell. Oh man, I don't know which one's the right version. Oh, this will definitely be it. It's definitely the top one. I'm sure of it. Okay, I'm sure this is the right version. But I can't believe there's two versions of Crossroads ML and they both have the victory points on the sides. Like, how did that happen? Really weird stuff. Let me just make sure. Can somebody help me a little bit? Is this the version we're meant to be playing on? I'm sure I'm the only one that can make this call, I think. There's these big pieces of heavy cover there. Are they meant to be there? Oh, man. I know. We made this so it was 4 men behind that. Yeah. So confusing. The wrong version. Okay, that's the wrong one. Yeah, those trucks got changed. Yeah, that's right. So it's the wrong one. Okay. Yes, they did. That's right, Rachel. How are the two versions on the server, though? It's the same thing. How did this happen? Thank you, Nagano. Very helpful, sir. I will stop my Nagano parody. Sounds like that, by the way. So, the correct one in that case of the two Crossroads MLs is that one. So, yeah. How to describe that the best? The fuel point is not off axis for the victory points. How can you tell the difference from that and that just by looking at it? There's the one we want, and we don't want this one, right? That's it, isn't it? It's that one. Oh, that sounds complicated. Auto match versus AI. That's what you wanted me to do, right? That was an accident, clearly. Create custom game. Why do I have to do this? Surely we've got referees. Right. Invite Elepern, who isn't appearing online in the game. Very helpful. Okay, he is, and I just missed him. My bad. Oh no, he's Rook at Elepern now. Kill me. Invite hands. That would help. Right, so definitely the right one is the bottom of the two, except this one. Invite Rook at Elepern yet again. I'm very tired. Why did I have to do this? Now, it's this one, Elepern. I don't know what else to do. Do I, like, kick myself now? Press back? Probably. I hope that works. Oh, God. Why do I have to do this? Right, that worked. Okay. So you're away now. Woo! Off with you. We'll have to iron this out. Anybody got any more ideas for Company Hero song parodies whilst we wait? Oh, I'm refusing to drink alcohol on this stream. Drank too much recently. My mic does have a face. I often think of it as like one of those guards outside the London palace, you know, Grenadier Guards, but the British Grenadiers. I was thinking of getting it a little jacket at one point in time, but I never actually did. Yeah. He does need... I agree, Fast Eddie. He completely does need a little coat. Let me go check on the players, see how ready they are or aren't. Okay, they're starting. Perfect. Now we just have to wait for the delay. So let's do that next. You have no audio available. That's not my fault, Yogurt. If that is your name. Certainly not my fault. Anyway, let's work on our ground control to Major Tom song. Two-man grand to Major Von. Two-man grand to Major Von. Requesting the tanks to retreat. We need lyrics, proper lyrics. So, requesting retreat. Requesting retreat. Single when. I can play it to a standard. To be honest, the only reason I do it on stream is because this is such an activity that uses one part of your brain. The whole Company Heroes thing. So I like to... A break for me is to play guitar a little bit and sing, because it's a complete opposite side of your brain. Creative side or whatever. Yeah, it kind of like chills out. It's a different feel, isn't it? We've got a few more minutes to wait for the Elepern game as well. Let's sing an actual song now. What actual song shall we try and sing? Oh, this is a good one. Green Day. Alright, I'll actually try. Way intermission styley into the game. Branchiadrios, good man. Because a lot of people criticise, but they're not constructive. Isilda, I'm going to have words with you in person one day. Your nose may or may not be safe. Can't self-ban. Right then, if I'm not mistaken, the game should be very imminently viewable. Oh, Jibber's still playing, by the way. Jibber versus Quirts is still ongoing. I knew that was the other good series today. Crossroads ML, the correct version. We've got classic factions. This is going to be exciting. Cheers, Tasman. Thanks for the bits, dude. Much appreciated. Glad you're enjoying the entertainment. Gives me something to do on a Saturday, so I'm happy with that. Right. One momenta bitter. And here he is, undeterred by Elepern's incredible display in Game 1. He held strong in Game 2. And he has made it all level. IncaUna stands before you with the might of the Soviet army. He has disregarded his allegiance to the United States, and he has picked that ever favourite and famous Soviet commander guard motor coordination tactics. Meanwhile, Elepern, with a little bit of surprise for you guys, it's encirclement doctrine. What a choice from the Swede that may or may not be mighty. What a commander it is. I'm just like feasting my eyes on this ambush training. Stormtroopers, breaking supply lines, then maybe breaking your face with a close the pocket. This is exciting stuff from the Wehrmacht. Very exciting stuff indeed. Well, Moscow Morty, it may be the same commander yet again, but at least it doesn't have the 120mm literally destroying everything. It's kind of imbalanced a little bit. I'm sure we'll see a little bit of commander changing. The players often go with what they know, and they've certainly been playing a lot of that commander recently. It is a damn good commander though, because it has crew repairs, and of course the T-34-85 and marked targets, so it's going to take maybe the termination of commanders to see the end of it. We'll have to see if we vote to re-engage Commander Terminator for the final swan itself. Let's get some hype in chat. Let's get some excitement, because we have two warriors about to go toe-to-toe for the next 1 hour and 20 minutes, because Crossroads is unstoppable. You can make changes like pushing the victory points to the edge of the map. You can try your best to make it symmetrical, but there's just something about this arrangement of territory, garrisons, hedgerows, and points that creates epic games. And that's why we've decided to make it a deciding ace game map only for the rest of this event. No longer will we be seeing games 1 and 2 on it. If you're getting Crossroads, you know you're getting an epic game 3. Good work in chat with the emote spam, showing your hype. Could do with another poll, a proper poll that I can read out on chat, please. I want to know who you guys think is going to win this Game 3. As IncaUna's conscripts sandwich the Grenadiers. They've got reinforcements arriving, seeking refuge behind green cover, just making it a succession of 2v1s, basically. You may as well just retreat out of there, because he's lost the high ground. Was able to kill a few conscripts. That's all he was able to do. Meanwhile, Gren's behind there, heavy cover up here. Pioneers advance. Where's the MG in all this? He's out of the picture. Wasn't really helping out enough, really. We've got Battle Phase 1 teching. Got conscripts building more sandbags, pushing up the eastern side. Machine gun takes the garrison. But we've got a flamethrower emerging. What great timing by IncaUna. Elepern's going to have to turn up the heat himself, because it's getting hot in here. It's getting very hot. Takes the garrison himself and jumps out, ducks and dies, now leaving his cutoff available to the mighty Romanian. Pioneers take position there, using his MP40s with perfect precision. Probably no precision whatsoever, just spray and pray. Gren's advance, looking to take the victory points perhaps. Let's see what he's tempted to do. He finds he's got no heavy cover available to him here.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Can take the fuel as well though, so this could see an emergence of play. Meanwhile, combat engineers are going to go straight for the fuel point, it would seem. Pioneers lie in wait. Conscripts take a wide berth though, looking for their own position. Oh my god, it's equal. 50% of chat viewers voted Inca, 50% said Elepern. Wow, this is a close pitted battle. So many people voted as well. Thanks, guys, for the interactivity. Much appreciated. pushing up the northern side. There's 3 of them right now. We've also got Tank Over Battalion Command building in base. Fuel was disengaged and he's gone straight for the victory point, so that's new. Protected on its flank by the Grenadiers. It really should think about repositioning, but no, there's another conscript gunning it down, and he takes the scalp there. He got focus fired to the MG. 1 burst of suppression gets off, however. Rifle nade on the conscripts. Well played by Elepern there. He held strong, and he's going to take the position. Meanwhile, he's had this Grenadier pushing up and taking away standard territory sectors. Oh, stormtroopers come out of the garrison and get a squad wipe! The MP40s are out! They didn't even need them to finish off the first squad. That could be double! It could be double! So close! That could have been IncaUna taken out of the game in the early stages. M5 to the rescue, guys. That was cool. Stormtroopers with the emergence, the infiltration of the map. Well played. M5 quad mount's going to come out there and rescue Inca. It was a great pick, but he picked this commander from the early stages. But that's the first sign for Inca that Elepern's not playing by the book. The little smiley happy face of the 222, so menacing, so jovial. From a dystopian nightmare that was the emergence of Nazi Germany. The 222 kind of embodies that.
To an emergency medical station.
He's teching, he's nearly there for the burr machine cannons. I have several units. Brr. No, you do not. Krautmo is ready to grind some meat. That's not putting a too fine a point on it, is it? He's got hold fire, and he wasn't actually cloaked. Interesting squad to have. He's going to use them as a jungler unit, meaning he's going to use the jungle of this vast swathe of territory across the centre to basically spring ambushes on his opponents. First spray there. Now he goes cloak. There we go. Probably creep up, to be honest. Gren's behind heavy cover. Elepern's taking a really strong position, and also this, I've got to say, it looks like it's working, because the victory points have been capped in the south, and the victory point count of Inca's fallen to 400 already. But that's probably got more to do with Elepern's fantastic play thus far.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
Pack out for Elepern.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Have a decent kill count of 4 thus far. Conscripts take the house. Guards emerge. No DPs quite yet. Quite got the munitions because he spent them all on this. Might see that. Stormtroopers. More than enough to deter the conscripts there, meaning he kind of keeps somewhat of a position. He probably could have kept the stormtroopers in a while longer. Chose not to. Gren's thinking of pushing up, got LMG. Sorry, guards pushing up. They've got LMG Grens there to deter them. Rifle nade on the house. He ducks and dives and disembarks right in the nick of time. Straight back in there though, ready to fight more. Conscripts finish their sandbags. We've got Pioneers pushing up the west side, back in the centre. Flamers and Quad Mount doing the work. Pack's ready. He can see it as well. He knows it's there now.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Guards need 75 munitions. He's got it, and he's within territory sector. Maybe he'll start upgrading soon. Keep an eye on that, because that makes him such a valuable squad. Inca's been pushed back by Elepern. What fantastic play. We're for a second guard squad. Inca's going to fight through Crossroads the hard way with elite infantry. Interesting idea. Panzer IV will put an end to that though, probably. Because he's going to be lacking the Zis guns due to manpower deficiencies. And yeah, Battle Phase 2's teching. You'll need at least one Zis gun out by the time the Panzer IV hits, otherwise Elepern's just going to keep control of the map, in my opinion. Guards are good, but they take a while to accumulate veterans, so you have to be really careful with them. He's going to be really favouring this heavy cover. He's going to need these sandbags to stay active. Stormtroopers with a cheeky cap there. We're not stormtroopers, we're a bush. That's right, Kimbo, it's milk on the ground.
Has been increased. We are losing a sector.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
$120 next for Inca. Okay. It's a very interesting build he's making. And it's just going to be decimated by a Panzer IV, surely. Like, I can't see how a Panzer IV doesn't just absolutely wreck this. Am I wrong, guys? Does he have 18 aids? No. Oh, Gren's low. Pushes up. 5 shots. Nice Faust. Zany, I'm not sure because the Panzer IV will work its way in. It won't let itself get buttoned PTRS'd easily. It'll just do the manpower damage. Ooh, 222 pushes into the combat sheet. Elepern firing on all cylinders with yet another squad wipe. We do have damaged engine on the Krautmower M17 as well. 222's thinking of a few shots of its own. Oh, gets a bit of DPS against it though. Will the guards finish it off? Yes, they will. Inca stays alive. We've got the Sport Armor Core up in base for Elepern, by the way. Fuel-wise, he's up to 98, as you can see right now. We do have DP light machine guns on one of the guard squads. And the 120mm. Could have kept them in position, to be honest. Might have been better. Right, I was thinking of throwing a grenade. What a shot from the 120mm that is. Taking out the MG.
Do not let up. The enemy has broken
That could
our
help
supply
Inca.
lines.
That could help Inca a lot for all of my criticism, low-key criticism of his build order. He's not doing too badly now, is he? Ooh, good smoke from the Stormtroopers, allowing him to possibly get it back. He dodges the grenade. What play by Elepern? Sadly for him, there was another grenade coming. Will he get away with the MG? These MP40s really have to start firing sooner rather than later. The smoke prevails, but the guards hunt him down. What cool play we're seeing, guys. This is what your Patreon dollars are paying for. It's this kind of action. Make sure you are keeping those coming in, by the way. It'd be good if we got 1 or 2 more Patreons today. I will give you a shout out at the end of the cast. ! Patreon in chat. This literally would not exist without you, so thank you. There 2 on the M17 needs to survive. Pat can't go through these logs though. Mind you, his arse was exposed. There you go, it's the log pile instead. Gren's forced away. Thanks, Vic, for the updates.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Log on log action. Right, Inca's pushed back in somehow. He's also got a Zis gun now as the Panzer IV. I told you, if he doesn't have a Zis gun, he'd be screwed, and he does. So he's back in. All bets are off. Well, the bets are back on, actually. That wouldn't make sense. The bets are back on. That's the phrase. What is this? It's a blob of things. Panzer IV. Golden Warrior for Elepern. He's had a great game so far. Look at the victory point on Inca. That tells a story. And that story is Elepern's dominance. Let's go over to the stat screens and confirm it, as they're pretty much equal right now. You can also see Elepern's now slightly back on top, actually. Points held, though. That's where the damage was done from that 4th minute Stormtrooper emergence, taking out a con. He's just rode a wave of success since that point in time. This misses. Guards don't do any damage. Stormtroopers finish their cap. Gren's push in there. Already Vet 3. That's not bad, is it? 16 kills. Vet 3 already. Yes, please. Sith returns fire. Guards are pushing in. They need to get Vet 3 next. That'll really help them get in. There's still some big juicy line of heavy cover there for them to utilise. Don't fancy it for now, though.
Engaged. The squad of pioneers has arrived.
He lost his pioneers, he's had to rebuild them. He needs to accumulate veterancy because this Panzer IV is going to require a lot of healing throughout this game. He needs to get out there, to be honest. First quarter duty is actually repairing the Panzer IV, but vanilla Pios, ooh. That's why he goes straight for the Minesweeper, of course. Right, Lorenza pushing in from an angle here. Rifle nade. Actually went for this guard squad, but it was actually not dodged, but he knew it was coming. Couldn't evade it in time. 17 goes around the left side. 20mm hits the garrison.
Enemy forces are
Both
securing
Grens
our
forced
territory.
away. Zis finally connects with the Panzer IV. Conscripts push into the centre. We've had the first crazy phase of Crossroads. We're now settling into the mid-game. This is often where it gets a little bit Resident Sleeper, and then we get an epic late game. So everyone just set your alarms for 20 minutes. I think I might do that myself. Last time I said this, of course, it was a famous win for Ashenwar, and he just went through the centre. Zis could take a... No, it's going to be fine. It is. It's a nerfed 120mm. It's now got 80% of the damage of the live 120mm. It's the only balance patch change we've ever done in Master League. Only Master League. 80% of the damage, and it can no longer retreat. It only has reverse M17 found by the Pack 40. Ren's push in. See, it reverses, unlike the Automatch version. How much better is that? This is why I should have been in charge of balance all that time. Joking. You wouldn't want me in charge of balance. I would make things much crazier than they currently are. I'm a fan of making things powerful and expensive, not weak and inexpensive. They've stopped supporting Co2 in that sense. They keep the servers alive, but they're not doing any more patches, I believe. I don't know that for certain. I don't think it's official, but I think based on all evidence in front of us, that surely has to be the case. They're making Co3 at the end of the day, aren't they? Yeah, I think, well, Mirage Floor is actually doing the tournament mode changes for the Master League, so I think he's very aware and understanding that they didn't get everything right, but the game is in a much better state since the community balance team took charge. So we have to thank them for their overall efforts, because overall the game's a lot better than it was at one point in time. You just have to... I know, Loveness. Loveness' favourite unit, by the way, everybody. Used to great effect here. Lovely, eh?
The enemy is taking our territory.
Very nice. Inca forced away by the MP40s. T-34 comes into view, but the Panzer IV gets a great shot on the conscripts there. Could finish them off, go stationary one more time. Lines up a shot, but hits the barrels instead. So close, so very, very close. That's the 85 T-34, so Inca's really stabilised now. And Lovenest has had many long games on Crossroads. In fact, some people say he has night terrors of his 50-minute games against Talisman and Engage energy drink consumption during GCS2. Let's hope Lovenest is available for certain unannounced other events coming later this year, which I will in soft refer to. Announcements pending.
We are losing a sector.
That's a good point, Soren Kepler. You beat me in Automatch the other day, Soren Kepler. I was very drunk and tired, but I was playing my best relative to my inebriated state. It was a good game, actually, I believe. I can't remember. Ooh, This guard squad's best be
Our
careful.
opponents are seizing a sector.
That'll be fine. M17 watching over the retreat path. What else is going on? Oh, there's a big pack shot through the centre. The 120mm has to reverse away. Loving that. No one's punishing it yet, though. It's so cool if somebody came in and blapped it. Can't get away. That would be proof of the balancing that we've done. You know something's broken when conservative people like Isildur and Loveness Nagano, who are very conservative in their appetite for change, they voted for this change. So, actually, I'm not sure Loveness saw the vote, but everyone else voted. There was not a single player that didn't vote for the 120mm to be nerfed in tourney mode. So, Houston, we have a problem in auto match. It's very powerful.
Territory is out of contact.
All packs are fine. I thought there was something at the west side then. Where is his fuel count at? Inca's surely ready to build another tank soon. He's had enough fuel for the 76mm if he wanted it, but let's face it, he's probably going to wait for the 85. Meanwhile, heavy Panzer Corps for Elepern. He's not messing around. He's not going for Panzer IV spam this game. I wonder what he's thinking next. That's exciting. You know what? Gren's in ambush mode. On hold fire. Yeah, the flare's an excellent ability, Tommy, I agree. One of the best abilities going. But, as I say, the players are creatures of habit. And they're going for the mortar still. Even it has 6 kills, which is probably what you'd expect for a unit that costs 340 manpower. I'd say it's balanced.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. We fight bravely for the Reich. The enemy is down.
Right, Inca's down to 200 victory points now. This could be a famous win for Elepern. Rifle nade. He just nudged his conscript ever so slightly there. Evaded it. Ziscun taking position. M17's up to Vet 3. Always gets Vet 3. Unless it dies. It gets Vet 3 very quickly. It accumulates veterancy at a tremendous pace. Vet 3 gives it better sightless. Man, it doesn't really help. It's all reinforcement radius. Does it mean anything? It's just cosmetic. Right, Inca's waiting for the 380 manpower required for the next T-34-85. Meanwhile,
Le Professeur of Destruction
is on the field very soon. He's got the Sturmpanzer. I always give him a French accent. Never known particularly why. He's a bit French. Why in my brain is the Sturmpanzer French? Can somebody create some law? Or please, like, confirm, was it made in France or something? Never known why. Anyway, all these little nuggets of eccentricity burrowed away in my brain because I've cast 10 years of this stuff.
Squad, ready to move.
No, it's impossible, isn't it, Comrade Strolok? I'm on the wrong... Yeah, I'm wrong in the head. Thank you, Far Lion. That's what I thought.
Sturmpanzer ready.
Anyway, the Storm Panzer's on the field. Here he is. Nice camouflage for Crossroads as well. Looking dashing. And he can just sit here like the big cuboid he is. Well, it is Murchad. It's a Sturm Panzer Fear. It's literally what it is. M17 could be tracked here. Pat surely lining up the next shot. Oh, but came up short. That's unfortunate for... Elepern, who, by the way, has closed the pockets available. Could be interesting if he sets up here and manages to get this cut off momentarily. Stupa under attack, as he calls himself. 85's now. SU-85 soon to follow. Look at that. Oh no, that 85's been out for a while. He's just not getting a second. That's right. Hey, casting brain. Oh, he's done it! This is just... There's the points taken. He's now closing the pocket. All of these units are in jeopardy. Get out of there, Inca! Oh, close. Very close. Rare you see close the pocket in 1v1. And Inca's now entirely in his base sector. Just this lone Zisgun out of the picture. And Elepern swooping in. Panzer IV takes a swipe at the M17. And look at all the wolves at the door. You don't want to go there, mate. He's trying to take back the point. He can't get it. Grenz are coming into view. The 120mm continues. This gun. It was a misclick. I saw it. It wait for this base exit. But then the T-34 got in the way. IncaUna's been checkmated himself here now. Oh, the Ziskin somehow escaping. Come on, stupid. Get in there, son. S-35 battling back. 120 mission. Inca has not handled this well. He has not kept his calmness about it because he was out of position with the 120. Well, that could have gone behind the hedgerow. The Zisgun got caught up on the base exit with the T-34 being in the way. He didn't see it in time. He has panicked a little bit there. Fortunately, he's not lost anything. But panic he did. And he's now down to 171 victory points. And he's going to have to work out of this the hard way. It's like one of those UFC fights where the stronger wrestler is on top of the striker. And the striker's got to use all of his Brazilian jiu-jitsu to try and get out from underneath. He needs to get this fight back to a stand-up situation because right now, Elepern's sitting on his chest and punching him in the face.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Just big brain thinking from Elepern. It was a great idea. Never really seen it done much in 1v1. I may have seen that once before, I think, a long time ago, but I've not seen it in a tournament. That was awesome.
Attempting to steal our sector.
He does indeed, HT.
We have a new Panzer IV.
Another Panzer IV joining the fighting for Elepern. Making use of those excellent territorial gains. Yes! Okay, Love Nest has used it. My bad, Ethel. That's pretty cool. Doesn't surprise me. The biggest strategic innovators in our community's history, of course.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Cool if it did, wouldn't it? That'd be an epic thing, actually, but it's 80 munitions to kill a cache. I'm not sure that would be balanced. It'd be used so much in 4v4 if it were the case. The cache killer.
Enemy forces are securing
That's
our
called
territory.
having a girlfriend. I have to laugh at my own jokes because I don't have a co-caster today. SU-85 pushing in. We've had a pack taken out thanks to the guards and conscripts. Panzer IV pushed away. A new pack joins the fighting. Grenz hold the line for now. Meanwhile, in the west, Pioneers are pushed off by the Stern Pioneers up to, Stormtroopers up to 19 kills. I was watching OKW for a moment. Rumbear glances that shot. Bad camera work for a moment. T-34 backs away. Stormtroopers on the hunt. They lose one of their soldiers. Oh, and the T-34 gets a big shot away there. They're going to survive for now. M17 is still alive, making its presence felt. IncaUna's holding the central victory point for a while. What is to stop Elepern taking it? Nothing right now. He's got two Pioneers that could do the job, but they're needed in the east, where there's a pack to retake and a Panzer to repair. What a game we're watching. And we're going to do a poll in chat right now for the next second. It's going to be a very important poll. I'm just going to set it up. No, it's just going to be called Win, Elepern, Inca. It's only a 1 minute poll because that's how long AE needs. There you go. And we're back in the game after that very brief AE break. The poll has finished, and everyone thinks Elepern's going to win. 70% of people have voted for the mightiest of Swedes. Very tasty vegetable, actually, Swede. For parsnip, though. What's everybody's favourite vegetable? I want to hear your choices in chat for favourite vegetable.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Carrot, broccoli, caca. I've never even heard of a caca. That's not a broccoli. Is it tomato or fruit? Right, Construct's trying to push up the western side. A huge thing exploded there. That was the Stupa firing through the garrison there. On the guards, he's still got sides of him. This guard squad has to be careful. I think it's slightly out of range right now. Just slightly. Fuel-wise, Inca's up to 120 with 91 pop cap at the moment. Elepern's got 140, he's at 92, so they can afford to not waste a tank, but they can afford a loss if one should happen. Backing away, RG Grenadiers advance. Elepern on form today, but Inca's rising to the occasion. Stupa's lining up a shot on the guards. Now this could be bad. Oh, he tried to plan where he was going to fire. He couldn't quite get it. Both packs are in position to line up. That's why the Grens are offering themselves as a sacrifice. The spotting. Oh, he just lost a Gren to just try and take out the T-34. He's getting situation critical. Meanwhile, what a flank comes in from Elepern. He's getting it off on the Su-85. He's also getting another close the pocket, but he doesn't quite have the munitions this time. He needed 200, he mistimed it. Panzer IV trying to take out the Su-85. Did it miss? It missed somehow on the move, just about. What's going on there? There we go, we can close the pocket now. He's activated it. Better late than never, I suppose. Can the tanks get out of the picture? No, they can't! Close the pocket, takes out the T-34, and it may take out the SU yet. Can it get out of there? Yes, it can. The tank destroyer survives for now, but it is only for now. Panzer IV attacks ground through the hedge, but misses. It now needs to evade the friendly fire. It can't do so. It's taken out from the SU, I believe. Guard squad's trying to push back out onto the field, but the victory point situation's becoming dire for Inca. As close the pocket rains death bombs from the sky above down. The 11 kill 120mm mortar reverses away as he's firing hell over the hedgerow, but the Zis returns fire. Gets a cheeky rear armor shot thanks to the AoE, but this time glances off the frontal glacis. Can Inca yet again wrestle out of control? Both packs are down. That could be big. Stupa's out of position. That could equally be big. All of this infantry's ready to fight. He's got a Maxim on the field. One pack's retaken. Stupa pushes in with low health. Zis is ready to fight. SU's nearly back on the field. Veterancy 2. Very important for Soviets in the late game. Can you keep up, chat, with the bedlam that's unfolding? The players are fighting their hardest for you right now. Zis misses. MG, vital suppression done on the re-emerging Inca army. $120mm to get some shots off, as is this barrage of Inca. Ooh, eating shots now. Slowed MG pack. There it is, MG destroyed as well. Panzer IV emerges on the field. SU can hear him coming though. 100 points remain, dipping down into double-digit figures is Inca. Can he wrestle back control? Can he take this pack? That would be helpful. He's got 2 combat engineers there that could do the work. Panzer IV is preparing for a flank. He's pretending he isn't there. You ain't seen me, right? Well, we've seen you. We've got hacks available. Pack taken. That's juicy. That could help. We've got a T-34-76 building for Inca. He's desperate. Calling on the Tankovi of the Ural Mountains factory. War production initiated. Big shot by the SU through what remains of the hedgerow. What a game this is becoming. Do you know what Inca needs to do now? Needs to take one of these poor squads, go all up the west side to that victory point. It is possible. It has been done before, because he's bleeding out like a stuck pig. I heard a caster say stuffed pig. And I know they take these lines from me because I take them from Jim Ross from WWF in the 90s. Slobberknocker and stuck pig. So whenever I hear a caster say slobberknocker or stuffed pig, it just makes me laugh. And then I say, you nicked that one from me, didn't you? They say, no. Don't worry, I took many phrases from many other casters over the years. Panzerwall pushes in, going past the Ziscum, but there's a stolen pack waiting. Inca could be getting back into things. Nice out of control kill from the SU. Meanwhile, Gren's in peril. He's forced away, but here comes the Storm Troopers. Getting some big shots in as the Brumbear's ready to combo yet again. That's Vet 3 on the Stormtroopers. 22 kills and counting. Now, you can't retreat anymore, 120 mil. What are you gonna do when the Stormtroopers run wild on you? The weapon's destroyed as well. It must have had a trickle of health. SU is reigning victorious after taking that. Oh, he's blocking the Stormtroopers in temporarily. I'm sure he didn't mean that. Needs to be careful. Oh, look at this. Inca's done what we all asked for. He's gone up the western side to take the victory points. SU and T-34 are making a comeback here. Elepern seems utterly spent. He's a spent force, or is he? He's back in base. Double Minesweeper Pioneers. Oh, he's having to try and push up. The pack has been taken. He can't. Oh, the pack has been destroyed. SU-85. What a massive... Oh, and Gren's die. Is Elepern just talking to Inca at this point? Has he given up? Surely not. He's got a skeleton crew of forces. We've got nearly everything on screen. Just this lone grenadier down south. Oh, dear, oh, dear. I feel spent. I don't know how the players are feeling right now. All of this just for the chance to fight for money in 4 weeks' time. This is a qualification event. I'm sure the players are fighting for much more than money, pride, prestige. Something to do on a Saturday. It must be taken into account. Right, victory point situation critical. He's got the eastern one for now. He's 39 and dropping. Needs to cap this one, yes. But needs to somehow push into the centre. I don't know how that's going to be possible, especially with this pack taken. Definitely, it's all about the bragging rights, I've got to agree. Pack rebuilding for Alpernius. Stupa's ready. Vet 3 SU-85 is all conquering, though.
A peg gun is ready for orders.
Apparently, it's you can move through it.
Germany now holds. The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Crew member was doing.
Panzer here.
Panzer IV's ready in the centre. Brumbear's thinking of an assault soon. T-34's on the move. We've got 2 victory points for IncaUna right now. Elepern's got a massive reserve of victory points, though. He can afford to wait. He's on the defensive at the moment. He can afford to just allow his fuel and manpower to climb back up and make another acquisition. He has tier 4, don't forget. So this game has legs yet. It has plenty of legs. And it knows how to use them. And I told myself I would not drink today. I told myself I wouldn't. But we all know what's going to happen next. AE is going to have a shot of whiskey. A shot of whiskey in dedication to these fine warriors in front of us. Both IncaUna and Elepern have fought their hearts out. And we must drink whiskey to continue the cast. Ah, that's the stuff.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Woohoo! Right then. Vet 3 guards climbed to an astonishing 11 kills. Stormtroopers are in a bad part of town. Grenade was helpless. Elepern needs to be really careful about how he rebuilds things here. He's got 150 full. Is he going to get a Panther out next? Ah! Not addicted, son. Just having one swig of whiskey.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
My granddad had a single swig of, or a measure of whiskey, as he called it, every day. He lived to 93 with no health conditions. It's all about moderation, friends. Anything can be moderation. Pax and Zis line up. Panzer IV backs away. Panzer fall in position as the guards could be hurt here. No, they're going to be fine. They're MP40s. Close quarter combat only. Zany thinks it's pocket time soon. He may just be right. He needs a little bit... Well, I tell you, he's 10 munitions away from utilising it once more. SU spots the Brumbear, but he also spots the pack. Look at this from Inca. He's got 2 T-34-85s and an SU-85. That's 255mm of Soviet supremacy. Oh, he knows the stormtroopers are there capping. He's going to squish them. Oh, landed. Shot on them. Too evasive. Double AT guns ready. No rocket artillery this game, if you noticed. What is Elepern doing with his resources? He's got on a second pack. He's got so much fuel, though. What is he thinking? What are you doing, Elepern? I kind of want Elepern to get back into this. I feel like this could be an epic game. A very epic game. I can see steam going crazy. I hope that the players talking to me. T-34 pushing up. Panzer IV backs away. Brumbear in peril. Double AT guns pushing it back. But we've just had closed the pocket. All of this is in jeopardy. Now IncaUna, the only way is forward to survive. He takes out the Panzer. Brumbear watches on. Both packs are being destroyed here. And indeed, he evades the close of the pocket by going forward, does he? Yes, everything seems fine. He's going to win this game by being in enemy territory, whilst all hell breaks loose. The Brumbear hits the tree there. Too high and mighty for it. The guards ended the game with a heck ton of kills, 16 and 24. Wow, it's 50 kills in total. No, it's 40, isn't it? It's a lot of kills anyway. And they're continuing. Looks likely to me that Elepern has been routed. Ooh, he has to retreat through. No, close pocket has ended. Double tanks have to retreat. Has he got enough for crew repairs? Yes, he has. 60 in total.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Conscripts capping the fuel point now. IncaUna's got 39 still. Elepern finally getting his Panther. But it's his infantry forces I worry about against these double guards. They have been fantastically utilised by the Romanian. SU-5 goes forward, finds the Stupa. Oh, finds it again! Cheeky by this tank destroyer. 3 vehicles destroyed this game. Not too shabby. Well said by Slane. Elepern would have won by now if it was Elepern playing, I agree. Interesting on Crossroads that the victory point doesn't connect the territory sectors. You would have thought it did, but it doesn't.
A Panther has arrived from the fatherland.
And a 222 next from Elepern. Can somebody tell me what he's doing the 222 for? It's an odd decision. Why? What's the 222 for? Surely it's going to just die. Vehicle decap. Okay. Scouting. Okay.
Double your efforts.
You say so.
Down to 200 points.
Right, Brumbear's Vet 2. 222's on the field. We've got Storm Troopers pushing up. They can see the conscript, surely. Let's just check that. No, they can't quite yet. Meanwhile, SU-85. This is a triple cap, by the way, against Elepern. 190, ticking down by roughly 3 victory points every 3 seconds. He knows something's up over here, does he? He's got a feeling. He's dancing on the ceiling. No, he's just positioning for an attack into the centre. Because he knows something's up from Elepern. It's been awfully quiet on the western front at the moment.
We are losing a sector.
Still Panther pushes in. Panther watches on. S85. Not in position to attack right now. Yes, it is. There it is. On the centre. Panther looking for an angle. Oh, it exposes its rear armor. Every shot is penetrating. And there it is again. That was an AoE shot through the rear armor this time. Gods are supreme through the victory point there. T-34-85. Watch it on. Ren's under duress. Sturmpanzer exposes itself and is taken out by the T-34-85. What heroics by Elepern, but all it is heroics because it looks like he's not going to be victorious. This time at least we do indeed have 2-2 capping for the victory point. But that's not going to last for very long because here comes the big Beyonce booty of the T-34-85. Ouch! Meanwhile, Panther versus 85mm over there, but Mark Target may swing things in favour. It's dead. SU-85 says bye-bye. Meanwhile, 2-2 also dies. Well played by Elepern, the mightiest of Swedes. But he has unfortunately lost in a very victorious fashion. Stormtroopers, big shout out to them, 30-odd kills. More Stormtroopers called in. Situation critical. He's not giving up quite yet. God's grenade against Grenadiers. Can they finish off the job? Yes, they can.
The enemy is attempting to steal
He's
our
got those
sector.
MP40s yet, but they're just a bomb villain at the moment. They're missing all over the place. And the Gods have that plot armor that's so difficult to overcome. 45 minutes, meaning the rework was successful because it wasn't an hour and 20. Elepern surrenders with an amazing display, and this is why he's one of our favourite players and streamers available today, because he gives anybody on his day a good game, and he gave it his all today. He gave us his all today, so big shout out to Elepern. But is indeed Romania's finest, one of the best players in the world today, IncaUna, going forward into the semi-finals to be played from 2 PM GMT tomorrow. It's IncaUna, so well done, sir. GG, well played to both.